Hello everybody, welcome to today's video. I hope you enjoy, so let's get started.
Here for N, C, and D gates. Doors closing. Please stay clear. This train is departing.
It's like 4 in the morning. We're on our way back home. Just wasting time here around the airport as I wait for the airplane to start boarding in about probably 45 minutes or so. But we're here in the S terminal today just to look around. I was in the North terminal last time. This one is much more newly renovated, of course. Gotta have Wendy's. So the Wendy's is kiosk only in the morning, but that's fine. No big deal, because there's plenty of them open. But we got our breakfast Baconator, like the best thing that they have for breakfast. And just some water here because, you know, you don't want to be going to the bathroom on the airplane. Whole bunch of LED floodlights. But it works well. You know, we always got to check out the neon sculpture. We're almost there. Still surviving, although we didn't check on it too long ago. This side doesn't have the reflective glass, so it's a lot brighter. And I still like the fact that this big one says it's green, but obviously it most certainly is not. That's red. So I wonder if it got refilled at some point. I also love that you can always see the 60 hertz as it changes there around that weld. You can see it there too. Pretty cool. Until next time, I'm sure it'll just keep on kicking. Interesting double ceiling fans. High pressure sodium. We made it. I just want to take a little video of the lights down here before you get to parking in Minneapolis. I just remember these when going to Florida when I was much younger. And they still exist. Some type of fluorescent, I'm sure. We've made it to the top. Looks like we got a PL fluorescent here. You can kind of see it. Oh, it's fluorescent. These are metal halide, I believe. Elevators. Metal halide. In fact, you can kind of see it.
Cool. Oh, look at the computer screen in it. The front truck.
Oh yeah, look at that.
Oh my God. back to adjust your
I saw that.
vent and stuff. You can watch Hulu and Netflix back there.
What they don't think of, you know what?
That's cool.
No trailer hitch.
No, it's supposed to have a hitch on it somewhere.
Maybe this comes off.
I'm gonna guess that it looks like it comes off.
It's kind of like a fancy cover.
It's kind of sticking out on the
Yeah.
here.
Maybe it's just for looks, you know, looks better.
You say he's been waiting on this for a long time?
5 years. He put a down payment on it in 2019.
Really?
And then he got the email a week or two before Christmas last year that they were finally going through the assembly line. And I think the first one they sold was in March or something. And
You got
here we are.
That's cool.
Now the guy at the dealership said they're starting to do 2 to 3 a day now.
Oh, really?
I got
Get the picture you wanted there, too. What is that now?
This is a 360-degree camera.
That's right. Hi,
It takes
everybody.
video of everything, and then you edit it down to what you want it to look at. I hear the steering is a little different.
It is, and the blinkers are buttons.
Oh, they are, okay. That'd take a minute to get used
You
to.
just push a button to turn the blinker
It's a
on.
big
Funny, gives you a camera.
It's got cameras everything. You can hit the camera here. You can do that's the front
interesting.
camera. That's not the back. That's the front.
The front. Okay,
It's got a
that's
front.
kind of
It
nice
looks
to
like
make
you're
sure
going a million
nobody's.
miles an hour.
Yeah, no kidding,
Yeah.
Colin.
And we're only going. It's got dual turn, so even the back wheels turn too.
Oh, I didn't know that.
Oh, okay,
So you don't
to
have
make it
So you don't have
tighter
to turn. Yep. So you don't have to turn much to turn the truck.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah. And it shows that truck in front of you on the screen.
That it does.
Yeah.
Even shows their lights too. When
That's neat.
Uh-huh. So, does this tell you how far you should stay behind a vehicle?
Oh yeah, I'd say so.
there's no transmission, so you can just.
Really, Colin? So it just goes.
Sorry if I gave you guys
No,
wet
no.
flash.
No.
You guys aren't used to not having a dash up here.
Oh yeah, well at least they give this to you close to you, so you
I'm
don't have
just
to
gonna
look
turn
too far.
around.
Yeah.
Here,
Yes.
Okay, let's see.
That's okay, just take your time.
Oh yeah, there's nobody coming. Had a thumbs down, you got really offended.
That's okay.
It's like, kiss my truck. I do what I want.
That's just haters for you. You gotta thrive off of that. That's what makes
yeah.
it fun.
And one guy did give us a thumbs up. They honked the horn at us just to give us a thumbs up.
Well, I give it a thumbs up. I think it's pretty neat. Technology is certainly advancing.
Oh god, yeah. This is the future of vehicles.
Mm-hmm. Well, you can probably only barely see me now that we're going under a street light here. But, I don't know. I just thought I'd just check in and give a little bit of an update or something or another. Let's see, today, obviously, as you saw, my friend's father got one of those Cybertrucks. So that was kind of neat to see and experience what one of those are all about. I know there's a lot of people for them, a lot of people totally against them. A lot of people don't care. I think it's neat. So it was really cool to experience it, to see what it's all about, instead of just, you know, seeing it from a distance and not knowing much about it. Gathering information is always important. So I learned a lot about the thing, what it can do, can't do. In fact, on the way back here this evening, he showed how to do the self-driving feature. So that was kind of cool to see how the self-driving feature worked. And it worked quite well, actually. I was very surprised at that. Yeah, it did a really good job driving us around, and it didn't hit anything. It saw people walking in the road. No issue there either. It did perfectly fine. Very impressive. Yeah, real neat device drive. Well, it's a car, not just a device. It's a vehicle. You use it to get places. But anyway, I thought I'd just go for a little bit of a walk this evening around the neighborhood, just for something to do. It's so nice out. It's really weird. It's Wisconsin. It's like 69, 70 degrees or so outside here, and just enjoying the weather. It's supposed to get real cool here soon, so this is just nice to enjoy. Let's see, spend a lot of time with my friends, as you could see. the ones that come out and visit at the house there. I don't see anybody coming, so let's walk across the street here. More like run across the street. But you know what? We made it. So I'm happy with that result. Either way, we'll continue on our little walk here as I ramble on about things. Got to stop by Menards when I'm back in Wisconsin here, because obviously we don't have that in Washington State. Already had Culver's. Got to have that when you're in Wisconsin. Duh. Walking and talking. There's a street light. The street lights in town here are Phillips Road Focus, mediums, and smalls. That one looked like it was a small. But what we're coming up on here is the main bridge in town. So this is referred to in town here as the Long Bridge. And it's going to go under some renovations here next year. So it'll be closed down for a little bit. But the street lights, you can see there's 4 street lights on the bridge. They're all LED right now. But I don't know how many years ago now this happened. The one closest to us here was knocked down by a car. And naturally, well, it fell in the lake. And that was the end of it. The other 3 surviving on the bridge, 1, 2, 3, I believe it was those. It may have been one toward the middle that fell down. I don't remember exactly, but one of them closer to us here fell down. I want to say it's because somebody hit it. I'm just trying to go through my memory to give you the accurate details, but I believe that's what happened. Anyway, the 3 remaining lights were taken down, and my father works closely with the city here, and surprisingly he was able to salvage them. And I have the original street lights that came off of this bridge here in town, so that's pretty cool. Well, you can kind of see the original design in the arms here. They weren't as long as these, but they were definitely as tall. And I didn't get the original poles, but believe it or not, I actually got the arms. And the lights that were original to this bridge, as far back as I can remember, were McGraw Edison Unidor 250s. I have Unidor 400s, but these were Unidor 250s, and when I got them, they had replacement ballast kits for 250 watt metal halide bulbs. Now, also when I got them, I believe only 1 or 2 were still functional. One was bright, and the rest of them weren't working. So, interesting there. I'm sure way back in the day, those were originally mercury vapor, but yeah, they were metal halide / mercury vapor ballasts, actually. But of course, the city used metal halide bulbs instead of the mercury vapor. So there's a rambling of the streetlights on this bridge. There's one of those Phillips fixtures. And before we cross it here, you can see it's a curved bridge. If you haven't noticed already, really. Pretty unique. So you can go ahead and do that. Look over the lake here. Of course, you can't see much. It's dark as can be outside. But, yeah, so these are not Phillips fixtures. They're LED. I'm not sure what they are exactly. They kind of have an interesting design to them. Maybe you can see it there. They kind of have like two fins that kind of cross each other. I can't really get a good focus on it, but it's an interesting design. You can see the arm there, mimicking pretty exactly what the original ones looked like. Just, you know, replacements, because the originals were, well, beyond repair. I'm sure that's why they decided to change all 4 of them out versus just replacing the one. And for all I know, the original one could have just been rusty and eventually fell down in a storm or something. That's entirely very possible. So yeah, I got the original arms, which I was not expecting, and the McGraw Edison Unidor 250s. You know, I'm sure there's a sticker inside of those fixtures that say what they originally were, and I just can't think of it off the top of my head. But if they're 250 watt metal halide, I'm assuming they would have originally been 250 watt mercury vapor, unless they were 175 watt mercury vapor. Either way, mercury vapor, I'm sure, is what they originally were. And I'm glad the city stuck with metal halide, because at the time, the rest of the lights in the city were high pressure sodium. And there was a nice difference in color compared to the rest of the lights in town. But the bridge itself, as you can see, is starting to crumble a little bit, so I'm assuming that's why they want to fix it up here in the coming year. I'm not sure if these lights will stay. I don't know if they'll be moved over or if they'll do something fancier. Now, looking at this one here, this one's definitely different. This is not the others. This is a whole nother fixture. I just noticed this. I don't know if there's a way to, boy, I can't get this to focus on anything. But this is a totally different fixture. This is not the same thing. This looks like a totally different brand. Boy, I wish I could focus this for you, but it does not want to. Can I focus on this arm? Maybe I can focus on the arm. Anyway, it's a totally different fixture, and it's more of a traditional street light than the other ones like we saw that kind of have the different lobes. This one doesn't have the lobes. It looks like a more traditional LED street light. It's also a different color temperature. You see, those are more of a blue, daylight. This one's more of a nice white. So they must have changed one of these out already. Huh. Anyway, we'll continue our walk here. Yeah, definitely a different color temperature than the other ones on the bridge. They do have outlets halfway up if you were to add some type of, holiday decorations. But I don't remember off the top of my head if the city ever did that on these, or if they only did it in the main parts of town. We'll just get to the other side here, walk to the street light, then we'll walk back across the bridge. Yeah, see, these it'll focus on. I have no idea why it won't do it to the other ones, or that one on the end there, but that's what they look like. Ultra wide angle shot. As we're just leaving the bridge here and back on regular land, there's the bridge. These lights were the only street lights that I know of, except for the ones in the parks, that were done by the city. These lights that are all throughout the roads in town are actually done by Xcel Energy. And I wonder if this little board right here is the meter for the bridge lights. There are lights underneath the bridge, one on each side, kind of like a pretty typical vapor tight fixture with a cage on it, on either side of each of the pillars. But that has been a long time ago since I've seen those. I'm sure they're all in various states of working and not working, but I'm guessing that meter there is to meter the bridge for the city to pay for the lights on the bridge, because as I was saying, the lights here in town are not done by the city. They're actually done by Xcel Energy, and I don't remember when they eventually converted them from high pressure sodium to LED, but I have a great comparison photo of the main street when it was high pressure sodium and when it was LED, and that's on Lighting Gallery on my profile on there. I have not been active on there in a long time, but whenever I do get on there, I just like looking at everyone's photos. I just never log in. But if you find my profile on there, Parrot, you'll find on there a picture comparing the high pressure sodium to the LEDs that they replaced it with. Okay, so here's a pretty traditional pole. I don't know how many foot arm that is. 10, 12 feet or something, I have no idea. But it has those Philips road focus, mediums and smalls. Yeah, I can't get to focus on it, forget it. They used to be more of a daylight color, and they've since turned this kind of yellowy color. They've definitely shifted, but not as bad as those American Electric things that turn, you know, UV purple. I know I've already mentioned it, but it is so nice out. It is October 29th, and it is 70 degrees outside. It's crazy. This is not normal for this area of Wisconsin, or Wisconsin in general, I would think, to be this late in October, and for it to be 70 degrees outside at 8:30 at night. This is really weird, but I'll take it. A chance to go for a nice walk. I'll always do that. But anyway, we're walking along the main drag here. As you can kind of see, the lights are a little bit more of a warm white color, and they used to be more of a daylight color. So whatever little lenses they have on these LEDs must certainly be, you know, yellowed out or something. And I mean, shoot, we had a really good view of it here a second ago, and then I just threw that right out the window. There we go. It's probably the best thing we're gonna get is if I focus on the arm. Yeah, that's the best we're gonna get out of these things. Now, yeah, that one's still a Philips, but I wouldn't be surprised if some of these have been, you know, replaced over the years and are not Philips anymore. But as you can see, some of them don't even work. Like, I don't know how often Excel Energy comes through here to check up on these things, but it needs to be sooner. Yeah, see, like this one doesn't even light up. Now, originally, what were the original streetlights? Great question that you're not even asking. Don't worry about it. I don't expect you to. But the original streetlights were GE power doors, I do believe. I don't believe they were split doors. I believe they were power doors. I'd have to look at old pictures I have, but I believe they were power doors of the 250 watt variety. I could totally be wrong. I'd have to look back at this, but I do know that they were high pressure sodium GEs. Now there was a mix. You could have found a 4th gen OV25 in this mix. You could find a Cooper OVX in this mix. You know, as fixtures went bad and they didn't have the old GEs anymore, they'd replace it with whatever. I'm sure you could find a GE, you know, A or R, you know, different models of them too, but for the most part, you'd mostly just see the GE M400 power door. Now, what's catching my eye here is this one's different. I'm not sure what it is, but we're not going to be able to focus on it again. What a surprise. But I don't know, something tells me GE or something. I can't really tell. It's reflecting way too heavily for me to figure it out. Either way, yeah, these are the lights of Main Street. I'm sure way back in the day they were mercury vapor of some kind again, but nope. They were high pressure sodium as long as I can remember. Now there's another light right here. I don't know if you can see it, but I don't remember what the story is behind this thing. I think there was an article in the paper years ago about it. I want to say it had something to do with the fire department. But yeah, it doesn't have a bulb in it, and it hasn't for a very long time. But there most certainly is history behind it. I mean, there might be a bulb in there. I can't tell. It's too grainy on the camera and it's too dark out for my eyes. But yeah, I believe it was an indicator for the fire department. Okay, so I just took a picture of Main Street in about the same spot that I think I did many years ago. Don't worry about going and looking for that picture on Lighting Gallery, because here it is. If you take a look at this picture here, you can see we have the high pressure sodium on one side. I don't remember what side it's on, walking down the sidewalk right now, but you can see it. And the other side, we have the LED. Now, this picture right here is the current state of affairs. And now, this camera, you know, this is the iPhone 13 Pro. And I don't remember what camera I used to take the original photos, but it definitely wasn't this one. So the camera settings are all different, but you can see the state of affairs. Most of them don't work. The color temperature is all different. And mostly lighting up the street are the bar signs, which the time that I went by to take the original photos, that was taken much later at night, probably like 11 o'clock. This is like 8:30. So a lot of those establishments are still open right now, and they might turn their signs off later at night, but I'm not planning to be out that late taking a walk. But I at least wanted to make that comparison. So once again, here's the original 2 photos, and here's the current state of affairs. Definitely different. In Wisconsin, we have a thing called Quick Trip. It's a Wisconsin thing. If you know, you know. It's great. Yeah, I mean, look at it. 71 degrees in the time of day. What in the world? It's definitely that Halloween time of year. In 2 blade colors. There's one that's you can't see right now, and then there's a reverse.
Yeah.
So if you look at the box
like
somewhere,
that,
it should
like
tell
that.
you the 2 colors.
Like that.
Oh,
So you can
okay.
choose. So what you see on display, you can do either one.
Like the color we picked out for the flooring that we want to put in the basement. So this would be
Would match it.
This would be nice.
Is that for upstairs and living room?
Yeah, we're thinking it's gonna go in the one's gonna go in the living room.
Okay,
And we're
so
moving
The
that
hard
light
with the
fixture in the living room
basement
to the entryway.
is the ceiling's really low.
That's
So
done.
you'd want a flush mount if you did want one down there. Flush mount, like
You mean
this.
downstairs?
Yeah, see how the housing is flush with the ceiling? Because you want it as high as possible so you don't hit your head on it.
right.
Now some of these that have a rod, you can take that rod out of the equation and mount it flush.
Okay.
But they don't tell you that.
Oh.
But you can. So what I would suggest is look around and find what you want, and then I'll tell you what you can do with it or not.
See how easy it is?
I know too much information is the problem.
Hey, these ones are on sale.
Clearance is always good.
That's like one of my favorite 4-letter words. Sale, free,
Free, clearance.
5.
Well, close enough. 4-letter word, 5-letter word, it's the same.
Hunter's a good brand.
Yes, Hunter's a good brand.
See, these over here are neat. Have you ever seen these before? These, when they're not in use, the blades collapse above the fixture. And then when it's in use, they fling out.
Interesting.
Wow,
Yeah.
I've never seen that.
That's
Those are different.
really
That's
fancy.
fancy as hell.
I'm not used to that fancy. Cheap and simple is good for me.
Yeah. Like one with the remote too, so I can use the remote to turn it on and off.
Really?
They probably all come with that nowadays.
Like,
What's wrong with that? What's in the bedroom?
yeah, it's too fancy. Get up for yourself
You
and
just-
do it yourself. That's why people are getting
Yeah.
lazy.
Yeah, but what if you can't reach it?
I figure out a way to do it.
No,
You just put a
use
longer
remote.
string on it.
Yeah, put a longer string on it for, well, short girls like me.
What about, okay, so what looks good, Steph?
Big brat. Hey, look, it's a Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles pizza.
Pizza set.
There.
Don't touch me.
Did Aberdino with them.
Hey, look, some controllers for the Switch.
I'll be damned.
Is that thing where you turn up and down and makes a reep, reep? Yep.
I remember those things.
Sounds depressing.
I used to annoy my mom
Sounds
with,
depressing.
I used to annoy my
Nice
mom with those
fun. You go
things.
check out?
We can do whatever.
Go eat
we
here
want.
soon, or you want to go to?
Well, if we're gonna get
Well,
milk, we
we
should
might as
probably
well.
wait until
Fa la 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 on Halloween.
Oh yeah, truck not
Come on now. Happy Halloween. I actually remember it being this way last Halloween.
Oh, it's already accumulated on that person's vehicle.
I told you somebody would park right next to us.
What is it?
Like what? And then he parked.
Well,
too.
hey, park the other way. At least you didn't park right next to it.
I mean, that's taking up 4 spots.
Well, I'd rather have that than hit it.
Ooh! Go!
Okay, next. Yes, sir. There you go, down the left. Now, better be unlocked.
onion and potato.
That'd be. Pico.
What is that?
It's like it's an onion and a potato. Basically.
It's an onion and a potato. Well, that's interesting.
It's supposed to be a healthier potato.
Oh, really?
It tastes really freaking good.
Do you cook it the same?
A little bit, yeah. I'll make one up.
I like how you totally got a cart that doesn't have a handle on it.
That's Stephanie.
She went to get a coat.
Oh,
What, from the vehicle or buy one here? I think she's gonna buy one here.
Oh yeah, she's gonna buy one. There, Pico.
Pico?
It's good.
Oh yeah.
Up there, it's up on top. It's $1.97 a pound.
Chick-ama?
Yeah, I think it's pronounced Hikama.
Oh, hikama.
But it's
you guys got
it's good.
I don't know. I want to go that way and
Oh, yeah,
just
we're
go
gonna-
around the whole
I
store.
just wanted to get this. Okay.
Colin needed his onion potato. Very important in many cultures.
It's good.
You should get her more strawberries and make her feel better about her thing she made the other day.
I know.
Because it all fell on the floor.
I believe she dropped that.
That's so sad.
Isn't that good?
It was very good. Do they still have cards and stuff over here?
Barely, but yeah.
Barely. Boy, it's so dead here, but everybody's out trick-or-treating.
I mean, this is good.
Yeah.
I gotta get cut. I tell myself I gotta get cut. You're out of
Oh, there he is.
They don't. They used to have this whole goddamn thing. Used to be card pack. Remember that back in the day?
I thought you used to get some gold box.
I did. Yeah. I don't think they do it anymore though.
They have Digimon. What is this thing supposed to be? Arceus?
No, that's a star.
Oh.
You want to take the card, Jimmy? I gotta use that.
Yeah, yeah, huh? What can I help you look for, Chucky?
Oh, I'm looking for it's sort of like a pirate ship shape in a shark.
Okay. Do you have a picture of it?
I remember it used to be up there.
Oh, you've seen it here before.
Yep. Yeah, it's a part of this book.
Oh, Brandon, okay, okay. Dreams. Is it behind any of these?
I remember it was on the very top of this.
And they're noise canceling too. Those are good. Oh, it's they have it on for the drive.
It's so nice, it's like there's nobody here. This
First
is nice.
time ever, right?
I know, right?
Fuck trick or treat. It's a miserable night for
Oh
it.
yeah, it is so snowy and terrible.
Quick, why not? Well, you gotta do what Chunky did when we came here and start running up there.
Okay. Did that device like measure their hand with
No,
that
it
other
me-
ball?
No, it measures the layout of the ball
Oh, okay.
itself. No thumb slugs. 0.
What an interesting device.
Oh, I beats the hell out of like plastic pitches and stuff.
Oh, does it tell you the inside of the hole?
Yeah, it tells me how big it is, the pitch that it's going down and stuff.
Oh, the angle from the surface. Oh, fancy.
Precisely. Let's see.
Too bad it goes up every time you try to line it up.
Yeah, I know, it's annoying. It takes a while for it to finally settle down.
How often do you have to sharpen those bits?
Every year or so, every other year, but we just got them sharpened for the first time in a few years.
Oh, do you notice the difference?
Oh God, yes.
You just look at that measure stick up on the, or the ruler on the...
Yes, I do. I know exactly how far to go down on these holes. Thumbs, they usually go all the way down, and fingers, they go down to about a little over 2.5.
I suppose you
Just
don't want to
so the
do...
fingertip sits in there.
Because if you do it wrong, does that affect the core in the middle?
Nope, not at all.
Oh,
As long as
interesting.
you don't drill right into the core.
With service to Milwaukee at C12.
Delta Airlines KG and Foreign Target 2 for Maxine number F13, Foreign Target 2 F13 for Washington Home.
The Westinghouse lights are still here. My time back home has come to an end, but it was definitely fun seeing family and friends and exploring around. Till next time.
Devices may be secured onto or in seat pocket. Larger electronic devices may be stowed in the back, not seat pockets. If you're sitting in an exit seat, please review the exit seat criteria and responsibilities on the safety information.
course, we land right outside the neon. What a good ending.
I really do hope you enjoyed today's video, and if you did, be sure to subscribe to the channel for more videos like this one. Leave a like down below and a comment. I do enjoy reading all of your comments. Of course, check out the other videos here on the screen. And until next time, thank you very much for watching.